Hey guys, this is going to be audio again only. This is on my mind, so might as well get it out. So, some people who are toxic, and I don't mean necessarily narcissistic, but just toxic, period. They got a sucky personality, or they're just, they can't get along with people or whatever, they're just very disagreeable or whatever the case is. Some people who are toxic or narcissistic will use their medical condition as an excuse to be hateful and disagreeable with other people. I'll give you a prime example because I don't give a flying rat's ass. This individual that I'm talking about has an obvious disfigurement, has never been judged for it, has been married twice, but I noticed that there was a time that he snapped on me for no reason and used profanity. I've never used profanity when talking to him. Like, what the hell? And he snapped on a friend of mine for no reason. He's rude, he's moody, he's disrespectful. And I think a lot of it has to do with his disfigurement. A lot of it has to do with his anger towards that because he has to deal with people staring. He has to deal with people looking at him like, oh, um, that's something that he has to deal with for the rest of his life. And so I think that has a lot to do with why he's such an ass. And I told him today, I said, you need to consider a psych eval because you are moody, angry, and I can't remember the other word I used. In so many words, you're disrespectful, and people don't like that, and you're going to lose friends because of it. So get some help. You need therapy and or medication. Good luck. I told his dumbass that today because I'm tired of you flipping off on me. This is why, if you've been married twice, it's time for you to look in the motherfucking mirror, and I'm getting pissed now. It's time for you to look in the mirror and figure out what in the hell did you do wrong that your marriages went south. Because I could tell you from not being your damn spouse that you are a fuck up. Okay? People didn't judge you for your disfigurement. They're judging you because you are a nasty, evil person. Whew, let me calm down. Okay, so there was another person I used to date for like a month and a half. I got rid of him. He is, oh my God, narcissistic like crazy. Um, let's put it this way. I told you guys this a long time ago. When his wife was dying, estranged wife because they were separated, he would prance other women into his in-laws' house while their daughter is dying. His soon-to-be ex-wife is dying of cancer. And I looked at him and I was horrified when he told me that. And he goes, they were just friends. I don't care who they were. You don't do that. He also wanted me to move into his house because he was taking care of his mother and he didn't want to deal with her no more. And there was one point in time where during a holiday, she was crying. She had lost her husband a ways back, and she was crying, and the holidays are sad and everything. People get emotional during the holidays. And she started crying. He left. I said, why did you leave? I'm not trying to hear all that crying and shit. Those were his exact words. So, needless to say, he wasn't going to last long with me at all. But anyway, he at one point lost his female best friend when he was in the hospital. And at the way he tells the story, you feel sorry for him. Don't feel sorry for him because I'm going to tell you from the realistic part of the story that he ain't going to freaking tell you. Part of the story that he ain't going to tell you is he's hateful. He is a narcissist. He is backstabbing. He is vengeful. For any perceived slight, he will get you. That's what sick people do. Anyway, she got tired of him. They grew up together. They went to school together. There was no romance at all. And she got fed up. And a person gets to the point where they don't care what your medical problem is. I am so done with you. I don't care if you got hit by a train and a plane dropped on your head. That's too bad. It sucks to be you. I'm out. People get to that freaking point. They get tired of it. So anyway, he had, long story short, he had a tumor in his brain. They had to take it out immediately. Once they discovered it, they had to take it out immediately. So he talks very slow. He kind of talks like this, and it's no big deal. You get used to him talking like that. But the thing of it is, I don't remember. Oh, I know what it was. He had visited me from Nebraska, drove all the way to Missouri to see me. Okay. He's kind of a little bit desperate. I guess he burned his bridges with everybody where he lives. A lot of people do that. Anyway, um, I don't know if I had bronchitis. I was very, very sick and I was coughing real hard, barking when I'm coughing. And when we went to the movie, he had me standing on a patch of ice. He pulled the car up. We went to the movie. He pulled up the car in the front of the movie theater and he stayed in the car with the door locked. And I'm standing on a patch of ice and I have chronic pain anyway. Do I need to be standing on a patch of ice and risk hurting myself really badly? No, I do not. And he just sat there like he didn't know that the door was locked and he knows they automatically lock. And I yelled at the top of my voice for everybody to hear me, open the fucking door. I am a mother bear protecting myself when it comes to my condition, and you are putting me in a position to hurt my body or something like that. You're gonna see a side of me you ain't never seen before. So don't play with me. Anyway, so then we went back to my place and I started preparing. We were going to watch a movie and I started preparing the dinner, but I was weak and I don't feel well and I'm coughing. And he sat on the couch in my living room like he was at the freaking Sandals Resort. And that was the last straw. He wouldn't help me. And finally I had to tell him, he heard me barking, coughing, and I said, the dinner would go a lot quicker. The preparation would go a lot quicker if you help me. And he finally dragged his lazy behind off of the couch. Another thing that he did was his father died of alcoholism. So guess what he's doing? You better believe it. He is increasing his alcohol consumption, which he never did before. And all of a sudden, he feels comfortable enough to do it. I said, your dad died of alcohol poisoning. Why? Or not poisoning. I think he died of cirrhosis of liver or something. I don't know. But he died from result of alcoholism. And I said, why are you trying to sign up for the same thing? Are you trying to follow in your dad's footsteps? No, I'm just relaxing. I'm not working. Relaxing doesn't involve chugging down alcohol like crazy. That's not relaxing. Anyway, I kicked him to the curb. I was at the end of my rope with his stupidness. And so what happened was he had told his son back in the day, he told his son, women don't like me because the way I talk and because I had a tumor. And I wrote him, because I don't want to hear your voice. I said, you need to stop telling your son that women are judging you for having a medical issue. It has nothing to do with your medical issue. It has to do with you being a narcissistic asshole. That's the real reason. So stop the pity party. It ain't got nothing to do with that. So, anyway, nobody talks about this, but some people will do this. They will use their medical situation, disfigurement, them being an amputee, being paralyzed as an excuse to be mean, moody, disrespectful, and everybody's supposed to roll over and handle the disrespect because, hey, you got to feel sorry for me. I'm missing a leg or missing an arm or my face is disfigured or I'm paralyzed or whatever it is. Everybody needs to feel sorry for me and make excuses for me. And the sad, pathetic part is there will be family or friends or both that say, well, yeah, their person's difficult, but you got to realize he's in a wheelchair or she's this or that. I'm not trying to hear all that. Everybody has their own thing that they're dealing with, whether it's mental, physical, or all the above, okay? Ain't nobody trying to hear that. You have no reason. Get your ass in therapy. You have no excuse to be hateful, moody, nasty, a little bitch towards other people. They did not cause you to be in the situation you're in, so you better get it together because you're going to end up alone. And no one will feel sorry for you except the stupid idiots that you convinced to feel sorry for you. Therefore, they give you a free pass to be disrespectful towards other people. Look at my face right now. No, 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 I'm not putting up with that, and I'm not gonna participate in your pity party, and I'm not gonna enable your bad behavior because you got a medical thing going on. I have a medical thing going on, and that don't give me an excuse to be hateful towards people. But if you mess with me, you're gonna see the other side because I deal with my body, and that's enough of a responsibility and enough of a, I don't want to say chore, but sometimes it's a chore. And dealing with you on top of it, no, hell no. And there's the door, and don't let it hit you in the crack on the way out. It's just that simple. Anyway, much love to y'all. Bye bye.